In the United States, Robert Hayden is recognized as one of the most influential poet laureates of all time. Today, we are going to be analyzing one of his famous works, Soledad. Here, in this very poem, the speaker is describing a chain smoker's life of drug abuse whom he once knew. There are two main themes presented in this famous poem. The first theme revolves around the concept of greed and how people choose to do selfish things for attention or comfort. Here, the audience learns not to take anything for granted. The second theme talks about the contradiction of finding comfort in solitude. Here, the audience learns that loneliness cannot make you any better and cannot cure your problems if you choose to be alone. This is the poem Soledad by Robert Hayden. Soledad, the title, is the Spanish translation for lonely or alone. In this poem, the speaker is speaking about a chain smoker who was addicted to drugs. The speaker once knew this very addict that he is describing. In line 1, the words I are used to indicate that the story is in first person. We later find out that the entire poem is actually in third person, and the speaker intentionally left line 1 in first person to trick the audience and inform the audience of the chain smoker's death at the end of the poem. Here, the speaker uses symbolic imagery in the form of foreshadow to inform them that he is gone and doesn't use drugs anymore. In lines 2 to 3, the speaker is talking about a horrible addiction and how drugs are a source of comfort for the smoker. In lines 3 to 4, the speaker quotes chain smoking, cradled by drugs, by jazz, as never by any lovers cradling flesh, which indicates that the smoker was never cared for or loved in their life. In lines 5 to 10, the speaker describes the tone of music and how it comforts the chain smoker as well. The voice of a woman who sings indirectly to the chain smoker, and he feels that he can relate to her because she sings about her sorrows as well. This is the voice of Lady Day. In lines 12 to 13, the speaker is talking about how the chain smoker left the world too soon and didn't have a chance to experience any hopes or fears left in the world for him. This is where the theme of greed comes in and how the chain smoker was greedy because he took life for granted by just smoking his life away. In lines 14 to 16, the speaker is describing how the smoker is looking for comfort back in his jail cell of addiction. This is where the theme of contradiction and trying to find comfort in solitude comes in. In lines 17 to 18, the speaker quotes only the music, where he's speaking about the smoker and the voice of Lady Day once again. Line 19 brings us to the chain smoker's death.